Good evening. Good evening, my friends and audiences at the Kroc Center, at the Atlas Center, Senior Center on 79th and Creekier. And also, we're probably going to have some new fans from the Exporta Fitness Center after this broadcast today because of the exciting guest we have with us tonight. I'm going to introduce him a little bit later, but I got to make those announcements that I always make. Who's with us tonight producing a great show is going to be Rocio Santos. She does such a great job in making us comfortable and making sure that the program goes correctly. We also will shout out to her partner, Imani Payne, who is the other studio producer that makes things go well here at CAN TV, Channel 21. Hope you're seeing us live. I've got to, of course, talk about Black Star Project, the sponsor for Black Star Still Rising, but also by the founder, Philip Jackson. Always we give tribute to Phil Jackson, who said, "Learn or die." Does that sound pretty good? Learn or die. That sounds like something that kids should be concerned with. Everybody at any age, you better learn or you're going to die. I want to give a shout out to the executive director of the Black Star Project, and that is Gloria Smith. Marvelous person, and who I shouldn't say I have to, but I want to make an announcement for something for our viewing audience. You folks at Atlas, you folks at Kroc, you folks at Esperanza, get your pencil and papers out. I want you to take notes. Here's one of the things coming up, and you get more information by calling Black Star, but Black Star Project will be hosting a parent university workshop on Saturday, April 13th. Saturday, April 13th, at the Northeastern University campus in Bronzeville from 10 a.m. until 1 p.m. Parents, grandparents, guardians, community members are invited to stop by for parenting resources. For more information, call Gloria Smith and some of the other folks at 773-285-9600. Repeat that, 773-285-9600, or email community@blackstarproject.org for information on this or some of the Black Star Project's programs. On that note, we're also going to do a shout out to my publisher of the Current magazine, and that is Lisa Dawn Taylor, publisher, founder of the South Shore Current, West of the Rhine Current, and the West Side Current. So shout out to Gloria too. Some of our colleagues, Cy Lewis, who's got a great program. I saw it on TV earlier today. Cy's, was it Green? Cy Green? Nope, that's not the name of it. But Cy Lewis is the host of the show, and we'll get that name before the show is over today so that you can be involved and become more active in the southeast side of Chicago's community. I think I hit the high points, or some of the things. We have a very interesting guest here today. A guest who is representing Voices, if I can put it that way.
Voices is good.
She told me not to put in this. I meant to turn it off.
Thanks.
Oh boy, it must be live. And she's here. And Rocio told me to make sure I turned it off after I did this. So excuse me. Rocio, I apologize for having that phone. Michael, did you turn yours off?
I didn't even bring mine in.
You didn't bring it in. Okay, you were smarter than me. Anyway, Michael Brummer, a voice for a community, or for some communities in Chicago, namely Washington Heights, Morgan Park, probably Maple Park. Maybe you get some folks from Beverly.
I'm sure we do.
These are folks that Michael has come here today to talk about a situation that affects not only seniors, but the communities that I just named. He may talk about a few more. But Michael has been very active. He has become a community activist and didn't know he was becoming a community activist, and now a community activist. Michael Brummer, here he is today. Michael, tell us a little bit about why you're here. And you were also referred to us by Alderman Ronnie Mosley at 21st Ward. Go ahead, please.
Well, I'm here
And look at
kind of by accident, really. Okay. Well, not by accident.
Divine Providence brought you here.
That could be it.
Okay.
It's a better word.
Okay.
But I got a phone call from a friend of mine at the gym, and they told me I happened to be taking a day off from the gym that day.
What's the name of the gym? Go ahead.
Which is East Sporta on Marshfield Plaza on the south side. And I got a call. She said, "Guess what?" I said, "What's going on?" She says, "The gym is closing." I said, "What?" She said, "Yeah, the gym is closing, and not only is it closing, but it's closing in 1 month."
What?
I said, 1 month? I couldn't believe it. So,
okay. And you had been involved or part of this gym
for 10 years.
10 years.
Yeah,
You've
I've been going there for because the last gym that I was going to, which was Bally's, they closed, and they sent us over to this place, to the East Sporta, which at one time was LA Fitness, but they changed it to East Sporta, but they are tied together.
Okay.
So
a subsidiary of
LA basically,
Fitness.
yes.
Okay, go ahead, Michael.
So she told me about this closing, so I just thought about it for a minute, and I said, "There's got to be something that I can do, or that we can do." So the next day,
let me just interrupt you for a second.
Sure,
just
go
a
ahead.
quick interruption. What Michael's also talking about, how seniors, and Michael's a few months away from being officially a senior, right, Michael?
absolutely.
But he's going to enjoy it when he becomes a senior. But anyway, people like Michael, people like you there, even our octogenarians and our septuagenarians, all right? You should be aware of what's possible for you and what leverage, what power you have. Tell us how you got into it and became an activist.
Well, what I did, I thought about it, and I went to talk to a couple of friends, and I said, "You know what?" I said, "I think that what I'll do, I'll start a petition." And so what I started doing, I started gauging the gym. I said, I went to a few of the people there, and I said, "If I got a petition going, would you sign?" And everybody said, "Oh, heck yeah, absolutely." So the next day, I came with a petition, had about 20 sheets.
You mean you did this on your own?
Did it on my
made
own.
it up. You sensed that you could be part of doing something important in the community.
Well, what I found out is that a few other gyms had closed in the surrounding suburbs, like Lansing, and there's
South
a few
Holland.
other places, Bolingbrook,
Okay.
places like that. But LA Fitness is closing gyms actually nationwide.
Why do you think that is?
And
Michael?
my understanding is, they give me a lot of different reasons. One of the reasons was, for our gym in particular, they said it was low participation. Well, I got 1,000 voices on a sheet stating that we do not have low participation there. 1,000 voices, and
No, 1,000 voices sounds like a lot of folks to me.
it's a lot of folks.
Even spread over a
And
period
I was
of
able to
time.
get, with the help of a friend of mine by the name of Deontay, and a friend of mine by the name of Karen, they both helped me to get signatures.
Okay.
Within
So
4 days.
you started engaging folks. You
Absolutely.
felt comfortable. And you felt the need to do something. Please talk about that, because that's what we're looking for, our seniors who are watching. If something comes up, you've got more power than you think.
Exactly.
And Michael's going to talk about that.
And that was the point, because from what I understood, that these other gyms that had closed, nobody, for lack of a better term, made a stink about it. I said, well, we're going to do something here. I don't know how successful we're going to be, but at least we're going to try. So I said to the guys and the ladies at the gym, I said, even if it doesn't do anything, I said, at least we're going down fighting.
What's been the reaction with either the administration or LA Fitness or the Esperada? What's been their response to you?
Well, and initially, we weren't getting any response from corporate whatsoever. However, the manager who was at that particular East Sporta stated, he said, "You're not going to get anywhere with this. They're going to close anyway. So I don't know why you're doing this." I said, "Because I don't want to put my tail between my legs and run after, after they made this statement that they're going to close." I said, "We have to fight. That's something that us as a culture don't do a lot." So
Is it something that we have to recognize as seniors like me and becoming seniors like you have to recognize that we have things that we have to do still?
Well, we have a voice. We have a voice, and our voice has power. Okay, our voice has power, and the sooner that we realize it, the better off that we're going to be.
Okay.
So that's why I started the petition, and to be honest with you, this thing like exploded. It exploded. I went and talked to the alderman about this
Who was the
situation.
alderman that you talked to?
Our alderman, his name is Ronnie Mosley. And
what was his response to the needs of the community?
well, he was extremely interested, because, and the reason being is that in our area, in the 21st Ward, a lot of things are shutting down. The Chatham Theater, they just shut down.
Yes.
We just lost Walmart.
I cried about
we
both
lost,
of those.
We lost Walgreens. We lost Target. And now we're losing East Porter. So these big box institutions are just leaving in droves. And I did hear a reason why they're doing it from a guy who happened to sign the petition. He made a statement that made a lot of sense.
Okay, tell us why.
Well, he told me that, he said what happens is that they get TIF dollars, and their taxes are paid through these TIF dollars, and they're supposed to stay there for a certain amount of years.
And that time is up? Is that what
that time is up, but sometimes they leave before the time is up. They just break and they run. So that's why there's disinvestment in the black community like that, because once they do invest, they're not there. They're not there for the long run. They're kind of there to get their money, and then
let me hold you there for a second.
And then they run.
I want you to stay there for a second.
Okay, but let me make this clear. I don't know how true that is, because I'm not into politics like that.
Okay.
But that was something that I was told, and it made a lot of sense. So it's possibility that there's a lot of truth behind that.
Seniors, you're listening to something. He said he was not into politics, but he became aware of an issue that had elements of politics that we should always become aware of and see where our leverage are, see where our muscles are, see how we can do. And you went kicking and not quite kicking and streaming, but you didn't know how deep this was going to be.
I had no idea.
Into it. Yeah.
I had no idea. After we got 1,000 signatures that was speaking in volumes.
Did you pat yourself on the back? You should.
I'll
pat you on the back for that. You and the other folks.
But it wasn't just me. So I need to make that extremely clear. It wasn't just me. It was people in the gym who were passionate about keeping this gym open. We're not going to allow, if we can help it, another institution that is favorable for the black community to close down. And I want to make this clear as well.
Please, Michael, please.
They're closing down gyms in white neighborhoods too. Obviously Morgan Park is predominantly black, but they're closing down gyms in the white neighborhoods as well. And what I want to specify is that a closing of a gym in places like Naperville and other places that are predominantly white, it doesn't have the same domino effect that it has in black neighborhoods, because they're closing down so many places in black neighborhoods. They close down these places in white neighborhoods, and they have other places to go. They have other things to do. In the black neighborhood.
Saying that we're limited.
Yes, we're limited because they're continuously shutting down things in the black neighborhood. And next thing you know, you're out on the streets. You're out on the streets. You have kids and stuff out on the street because they have nowhere to go. And next thing you know, there's trouble.
Well, let me ask you this. How did you get involved into the gym, going to the gyms on a regular basis? Now, you weren't quite a baby when you started going to the gyms.
No.
What caused you to go there, and what are the things that are offered in a place like Esperada?
Well, I started going obviously because I wanted to work on my body, but longevity.
You got some muscles and stuff under there?
I've got a couple. I've got a couple here and there,
Okay. All right.
I got
That's right.
something,
I forgot they call you Hollywood for a reason.
Oh my God!
I should have told me that. This is Michael Hollywood Brummer. All right, keep that in mind. Are there any TV producers out there looking for this kind of man, a senior, looking like he's looking, handsome young man, all right? And I can say you're a young man because you 20 years or so under me, but that's good. That's good. But keep on telling us why you were.
Well, so like I said, I got in when I was probably around 40, I believe.
And what was your impetus?
Well, the reason was I was getting older. I was aging. I was aging. So I said, well, when I become a senior, I want to be as fit as I am now. And as a result of that, I feel like I'm 35, 40 years old. Okay? And I am, next year, will be a senior. So, yeah, I feel
Now, we can bring
like
you into
I
the
am.
club a little sooner now. We can give you a quick path into being a senior.
So I get my AARP card?
Yes.
Right now?
Not tonight.
Oh, okay.
But here's
tried.
I got a riddle for you, Michael.
Go
I
ahead.
got a riddle for you. When's the best time to plant a tree?
Best time to plant a tree. I don't know. When's the best time to plant a tree?
20 years ago. Oh, that's
I
only
see.
part of the riddle. What's the next best time?
40 years ago.
No, look at the camera.
40 years ago.
No. Today. I'm saying that for our seniors who are
I
watching this.
see,
Get on
I
back up
see.
here.
I get it,
Yeah,
I
want
get
you
it,
to
I get it.
We have to tell them. It was not, you didn't have to be young.
Yes.
Because I consider you are older.
Yes.
You're not older.
I'm what you
You're
call
older.
I'm
Not-
what you call a freshman senior almost. So
Okay, that's put away.
Yeah, a freshman
But
senior, not a senior.
You're going to be an elder,
yes.
not elderly. We can
Yes.
make that difference, right?
Absolutely.
That's what you aspire to be.
I look forward to the day.
Okay, now tell me some of the things that keep you young and keep some of the people that you are engaging with at the facility that you see them doing and that you can probably tell by their spirit that this is something important to them, and why this would be a tremendous loss for the communities of Washington Heights and Maple Park and Morgan Park,
yes.
etc. Go ahead.
Well, excuse me. Most of the feedback that I get from the seniors there, and from myself, honestly, is that they got to keep moving. Keep moving. You stop moving, you die.
Okay.
You know, and they're pretty succinct about what they're saying. You know, but yeah, you stop moving, you die. So the seniors are extremely passionate about keeping this place open. They do different type of exercise like aquafit and.
What do you think the aquafit is? That like exercise in a pool?
It's in a pool.
And it's
Yes.
low impact. Go
It's
talk
low.
about it.
It's a low impact exercise. I've never. Well, I think I've seen it maybe once, but it's a low impact exercise, and it's. I guess it's almost like doing isometrics.
What's isometric? I'm not
Isometrics is when you use your own body weight and stuff,
Okay.
as opposed to weights and stuff like that. I believe it's something like that, but I could be wrong.
Which ones do you do?
Oh, I do mostly cardio, and I work on the machines.
What made you decide to do what you do? Is there some trainers there that tell you how
There-
best to achieve some of the
For the
objectives?
newcomers,
Okay,
yes. For
yeah.
the newcomers, like the people who make the New Year's resolutions that stay for about 3 months. Okay.
But you kept longer than 3 months.
I've been there
10 years,
about
right?
20 years. Yeah, 20 years in totality. Yes.
The folks that you've been talking to, what do they tell you they will miss? Well, first of all, finish telling us about the things that are available
Okay.
at that
Yeah.
facility.
Yeah. So for the seniors, this aquafit is very good. It's something that they're very passionate about. They do cardio kickboxing.
Wow, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Are you saying that seniors do kickboxing?
They are kicking.
Is there
They
an
are
age limit
kicking.
for that if I want to jump into it now?
Excuse me.
If I want to. Now you're trying to tell me something. Don't go beyond my limits, right? Kickboxing might not be my shot right now. Okay?
I don't know. You know, I mean, you know, I don't think it's beyond anybody. You know, I think that there's no limitations. You know, in the body.
Okay.
You know.
I won't kick you off the program for you telling how you feel and telling the truth. But go ahead and finish telling what's available to the
there's
seniors.
cardio kickboxing, and mind you that all these programs are in the morning, so they have to be up early. Like I believe the classes start at about 8 o'clock in the morning, so they're up and at it
So
early.
the older people like to get up early
yes.
and out so they can get in before it's dark. Is that part of it? From can't see to can see, right? Go ahead.
So there's also a silver sneakers class.
Tell us about that, what you know.
They said now that is a strength exercise, and it's a low intensity
impact.
cardio,
Okay.
low impact, And it's
Get
just
your
strength
heart
and
thrust.
conditioning. So yes, they're working with dumbbells and things like that, and they're doing cardio and stuff. Maybe a fast walk or something like that. But they
Is
said a
there
lot of
track
this
there? What kind of things do they have?
probably treadmill, or maybe ellipticals or something like that.
Okay.
Or they're in the gym, doing some type of cardio because they have a trainer there, and they'll be teaching them, teaching them basically what to do.
Oh, so
they're
you're
fine.
saying
So there's a teacher up front, and then there's a crowd of seniors, for lack of a better term, and they're in there exercising. So their cardio may be running in place,
So
maybe jumping jacks or
the idea
something.
they have trainers there.
Oh, yes,
to take you
absolutely.
through it to learn how to do exercise better.
And so they're like the teacher at the class and the head of the class. So like every pupil has to have a teacher. So they have the teacher there who are instructing them what to do.
Okay.
And that's what makes up the class. They have music and the whole 9 yards
When
going.
you say music in that facility,
Absolutely.
is the music going on while they're playing, or are you got people that?
They're exercising to music.
Oh, to music. Okay.
To the music.
Do you do that?
No, I don't.
You don't. You pass.
No, I just mostly do elliptical and treadmill. So
Okay.
I don't take any of the classes or anything like that. Not that I think it's a little too hard for me.
What did your
That's just a
Hollywood
joke.
what did your Hollywood agent tell you to do? What did he tell you to work on? You can tell us.
He said stay off the camera.
You can tell us because we might want to know where we can, you got the Billy D. Williams look. They didn't call you Billy D. Williams.
I heard that
You've
so
heard
many
that,
times.
I bet
I've
you
heard
did.
that so many times. Yeah, to be honest with you. So
What would you miss if that facility closed? What would the seniors be missing?
well, the seniors, from what I'm told, is that the frequency of the exercises that they do will be diminished. I don't want to say severely, but maybe cut in half. So some of the seniors go there 6 days a week to exercise. They said, well, these particular exercises that they're doing 6 days a week will be cut in half to maybe 3 days a week. So they're going to have to find something else to do. And their instructors, I don't know if they're bringing the instructors over to the gym that they're referring us to go to, which is about 6 or 7 miles
So they have to go 6 miles away.
at 8 in the morning. Yes.
Okay, and not everybody is mobile.
Yes.
Okay, and yours is a fairly convenient location.
Oh, absolutely. And the
Yeah.
camaraderie that we have there is just it's overwhelming.
Yeah, you lose when they close like that. You lose so many things, not just the physical plant and the equipment there, but as you said, the camaraderie
Yes.
is a critical thing that's being lost.
Absolutely.
And that's so important for seniors to not be isolated. We've had previous programs where the folks have talked to seniors and addressed that particular issue. That isolation was one of the things that deteriorates both the body and the spirit.
Right.
But what you have seen and experienced directly is that camaraderie is so important to keep you alive in so many ways.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, they go there. I mean, their friends are there. Their friends are there, and they don't want to have to be broken up and sent out to different areas and stuff like that. And I just want to get this across. I was speaking to someone in corporate, because I've been calling the corporate trying to get them to change their mind. And
What's been the attitude when they respond, if they respond?
corporate, so far, they don't care.
How do they show that? How do you
Well,
sense that? Yeah.
when I spoke to the alderman today, he told me
That's
that
Alderman
they
Mosley,
still,
yeah.
Alderman Mosley, yes, that they still are dead bent and hell bent on closing. So we're going to try and take it to the next level. We're going to start doing other things to try to put pressure on them. Now, we've had CBS and ABC out there, and
you've been on the big programs.
yes, we have. As a matter of
Okay.
fact, yes,
Go ahead.
yes, we have. But it's all been local. So what we want to do is try to maybe now go national, because they are closing these gyms across the country. So we want to go national, maybe, so that that if we can from this grassroots start that we're doing in Chicago, maybe take it national or something like that. We can get them to take a look, and if we can hit them in their pocket, that usually works.
In the time that we have left, Michael, how would they contact you or contact the group of other voices so they can be supportive of you? Either sign additional positions so that
petitions?
corporate knows the importance of it and that they'll get a black eye.
Yeah, absolutely. The best way to get in touch would be to contact Alderman Ronnie Mosley.
Okay.
And 21st Ward. He's at 108th and Halstead. That would be the best way. And then he will convey to me, you know, what is actually going on and the type of feedback that we're getting.
What days are you there in case they wanted to stop by a day that you're there and talk to you and get your direct...
At the Alderman's place?
No, not there, at the club.
At the club, I'm there on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. About 2 o'clock till 4:30, 5 o'clock.
So show up there at about that time to speak to Michael Brummer, and he will give you and share with you some of the stories and introduce the people who come there to some of the people who have been aficionados of that facility.
Absolutely.
Okay, bottom line, some of the messages that you want to leave to seniors. You becoming a senior rapidly and becoming a elder.
Thank you.
In the physical fitness world, period, yes. All right. Tell them some of the things that you expect them to get out of this. If they can help keep us open.
To keep it open would be, if you want to join this grassroots movement, the best way to do it would be to get in touch with Alderman Mosley.
Alderman Mosley.
You know,
21st Ward.
Yeah, exactly. And then, like I said, he will get in touch with me, and we will then, add your name to a list, to a petition or whatever, and see how you can be helpful.
Say goodbye to our folks so you can wave goodbye to them and say, rap.
Okay.
Michael Brummer, one of the voices in the Washington Heights, in the Maple Park, in the Morgan Park community.
Beverly.
Want to keep this institution, give the name again.
Esporta Fitness at
What's the address?
11520
Write that down.
Marshfield.
All
It's
right.
in Marshfield Plaza, right off of, what's that expressway?
That's that 57?
I-57.
Okay. My brother.
Yes.
I got
Right
Hollywood.
off of
I didn't
I-57.
know I have Hollywood here today, but I'm glad to have Hollywood today. The make-believe. What's your other namesake now?
Michael?
No.
I don't know.
All right, we wrapped up for today. Thank you so much.
Silver?
I
Silver?
don't know if we're on camera now. You can tell me some of the other stories, right?
You're something else, Silver.